there are a number of ways to add value to your design work. Many people will set up a different layout sheet and then put copies of images that they have of the plants that have been specified in the design, as I'm doing here. gCADPlus offers you a quick and convenient way of placing an image. Let's imagine I want to get an image for Hymenasporum flavum. If I come back into the model and we click on this symbol, it's tagged Hymenasporum flavum, the native frangipani. If you go to the gCADPlus window, we've got one option down the bottom here called GoToSpp. Now, provided your copy of the species database program is running, we can say go to it. The prompt says select a plant symbol, so we'll select this native frangipani, and bingo, it being gCADPlus whips out and finds that image, and I can then drag in here and copy that, come back into the species image and go to format and images and then load it. I've already done so it's just a matter of adding it, and here it is, and now we can insert it and OK. So what it means is that you can populate your page of images really fairly easily. I'll just improve the layout slightly, just move this up, and we're done. So what I've done here is place a number of images on this page, and I'm just working my way through giving the client now a page or more of photographs of the species that I've used in the design. And this is where the species application SppDb certainly adds some value. One thing to note is that in this layout environment for this species images sheet, I've got snap on and a grid on, and if I go to drafting settings, I've set a 2mm grid and global bold step of 5, and because snap and grid are on, then I can line my images up. So if you look at each image, we've got a nice neat, see how the cursor jumps, let me zoom in a bit, if I see it jumps to that edge, and over here the same, jumps to there, so they're all lined up on the, at least they're left justified, because the snap settings on the sheet are working to my advantage. You can have a completely different snap settings. A lot of people in model space will go to drafting settings and notice that it's a different thing. You might want to set say a 200mm grid with 5 steps in, and a lot of designers prefer to draft on a grid. So we can turn grid on in a number of ways, but a convenient way is down in the status line, click till it goes red. The same with snap, and now as I move around, you may be able to see the cursor now jumping according to that set of values. So I need to point out that the layout sheet and model space can have 2 different snap and grid settings.